Welcome to the Healthy Homes Hub's crash course on ventilation. We do have a longer course if you'd like to click on the link below. I'm going to quickly go through your sort of options for your new build home. So you're building a new home. We would only really recommend one system, and that's an MVHR system, which stands for mechanical ventilation with heat recovery. I'll explain the technicals of that in a little bit. The other options are that commonly gets put around as continuous extract systems. We only use that on refurbishments. If you are doing refurbishment, please click on the link below. On the longer course, we'd cover that in more detail. And then we'd also provide the other one is intermittent extract, which is one we've pretty much all grown up to know. Great, 10 years ago, when homes leaked like a sieve, fresh air would come into the house anyways, and it didn't make much difference. But the problem nowadays is we're building homes that are so airtight, we need to now provide fresh air to them. I know this sounds a little bit counterintuitive. We've now made it so tight we need to now provide air to it, but the difference is we are now controlling your air into the building, and we're controlling where the air needs to be. So how does an MVHR system work? So this is quite simple. It extracts air where it needs to be, so taken from, so the kitchen, utility rooms and WCs and bathrooms, which have foul, moist, dirty air, and then we then provide supply air into areas that need supply, so bedrooms, living rooms, and any other area that deemed to be needing supply air. So what the key and interesting thing about MVHR systems is the heat recovery. So what you do is you're extracting warm air into that from inside the house to outside, and then bringing cold air from outside inside. So what we do is provide a heat recovery unit, which then takes out a significant amount of energy, heat energy, from the extracting air and put it back into the cold air. That's why it makes it so much more efficient than actually using your own windows and trickle vents and stuff like that. And that's why in low energy homes we pretty much use it as standard. Again, I've touched it a little bit that people might say that, oh yeah, for building regulations, intermittent extract does really work, but to be honest, that does, on paper it does, but in reality it does not, because it relies on you remembering to open the windows, remember to open the trickle vents, and let's be honest, no one really does that properly, and that's why there's many reports that show many new eco homes that don't have, or new build homes that don't have the MVHR units, do have poor air quality. And also, if you think about it, you're putting a curtain in front of your main air source. So that's the one reason why we would without a doubt recommend an MVHR system. One other ventilation system a few manufacturers do try and recommend is called a positive supply system. To be honest, that's a bit of it's not really, without sounding too negative about it, I would never ever even suggest that, because it just does not provide any form of heat recovery. Some people do claim it does increase your heating bills because you're getting the energy from your roof. So where does the roof energy come from? I mean, obviously from your building. So it's kind of a bit of snake oil salesman tactic sometimes. Just make sure that you get the information you need from the right sources. I'm a chartered building service engineer. I design homes, buildings, and I've spent over 10 years doing that, and I have no allegiance to any sort of I'm not a manufacturer, so I'll tell you the information that I feel that's the most relevant. So I hope that this is been useful to you. If you have, please click subscribe. If you want to, we do have a mailing list, so you can keep up to date when we send out new blog posts. We will do a lot more. We do have another few more crash course videos as well. Also, check out the Healthy Home Hub's website. We have loads of courses there and useful information just to help you build your healthy home. If you'd like to know any more information about Healthy Home Hub or the Healthy Home Design, please click one of the links below. And for a bit of fun, if you'd like to go to our explainer video below, you can see if you are a Planet Paul or a Do It Dave. I know which one I'd like to be. And if you are in any way a little bit confused or would like to have further information, please feel free to book one of our free 15-minute consultations where we can run through your project, and if we can help you, that's great. If we can't, we at least will be able to point you in the right direction. What we'd like to do is to make sure that no one has to live in an unhealthy home. So please remember, if you're going to build a new home, please build a healthy home. Thank you.